Well, it's Christmas time once again. So, Tru Tech Tools just UPS'd me out some packages, what I ordered from. And this is an online resource for you guys who are nervous about buying stuff online. This is a tried true online retailer who is very dependable and sells but the highest quality products. And they have a lot of training videos and resources for you guys who are new. So of course, as you can see, this is a vacuum pump, and I will be trying this out today, and there will be a little test run. So that's one of the packages. You'll see upcoming videos on this. And then I needed some extra sets of gauges because you can never have enough, other than I'm starting to go gaugeless and going with wireless tools. But for automotive guys, I would say the automotive guys, this is the way to go. Trying to explain to automotive guys and go through the procedures to use wireless tools is a little challenging, let's say. So for the automotive guys, definitely this. HVAC guys, I don't need to make videos for. There's a lot better videos out there for the guys who are in commercial HVAC and residential. Won't even go there. But automotive guys are limited to their resources because there's basically very little to no education in the automotive field for proper air conditioning servicing. And the tools for automotive guys, at least here in the United States, they're limited. There's Mac, there's Jameco, and there's Snap-on. Those are the three big boys. When I was younger, it was Proto Tools. But their on-vehicle resources for air conditioning are minuscule at best. And the tools sold to automotive guys are not of the highest quality. More marketing hype than, other than Yellow Jacket, I gotta say, and Ritchie are a quality automotive tool. But when it comes down to it, this just kicks butt on them. So you guys all have seen this because this is what I've been using. I had the 460s and the 380s and even the early 3 somethings and the Testos. I had Testos all the way back to an early 3 model series. I can't even remember the number. It was so old, so long ago. It was like almost 20 years ago. And so I'm going to be making a video once again because anybody who has recently subscribed to me has not seen my service and preparation of what you do to these gauges when they're brand new out of the box. Using them brand new out of the box may give you some problems. I'll just put it kindly like that. Come on. There we go. So this is what you get when you get a new set of gauges. Oh, I think this is a new edition. I don't remember these. And getting fancy there. We got to protect our knobs. All right. So I'm going to go through a full rebuild procedure. Not a rebuild, but a, let's say, better sealing of the gaskets that are in here. So inside each one of these valves, there's a cylinder, and then there's a piston, and it has like a nylon pad on the back that seals, that stops the gas flow or airflow. And then on that cylinder, there's 2 grooves. I made a video about this before, and those grooves have O-rings. And many guys have complained now let me explain this. Pulling a deep vacuum, when you're trying to get down to like 100 microns, below 500 microns, guys have noticed that they have leaks. And sometimes the leaks are through the valving, the stem, and gas passing past the O-rings themselves, giving you false indicators of a leak. Same with high pressure pressure test, trying to do a vacuum decay test. Guys have complained This is known on all gauges that I've came across so far, that they've discovered that the leaks were actually passing at their valves and they didn't know what to do about it. I will make a video on this brand new set here right out of the box. I'll totally disassemble the valving and show you what to do to pull a deeper vacuum that is reliable, or for a high pressure nitrogen decay test. Say if your manufacturer of your commercial equipment calls for 600 or 650 psi for 24 hours, you don't want your gauges to be the item that is leaking and making you chase your tail looking for leaks. In the first place, using gauges is not the way to pull a vacuum to do a pressure decay or a vacuum decay test, because you have so many possible leak points. You just added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You added all these little leak points that are possible to throw your test off. But in the automotive field, guys are limited on how many tools sometimes they can purchase, how many procedures they want to use, and they just want simple and fast. And they say, well, this is what I have, this is all I can afford, and this is what I'm going to do no matter whether it's right or wrong. I will give you a procedure to upgrade your gauges to make them more reliable when pulling deep vacuums or high pressure decay test, and extending the life of your O-rings in here. If you're like me and you're pulling all your gauges out, and say you're using a set of gauges on 8, 10, 12 cars in one day, constantly going out and in is wear on your O-rings inside there and everything like that. So I'm going to show you a method in another video on how to extend the life of your O-rings and give you a set of manifold gauges that can pull and hold a deeper vacuum more reliably. And then this has been the new kid on block, replacing the old ones with the long tubes and everything like that that you had to extend out. So this is for automotive guys. You don't need to know about this. There's a million commercials on this about how it's used in HVAC industry. Actually, you can use this in automotive. I don't know if I'll show a video on that. That's when you're designing your own ducting system and you're installing cabin filters that are upgraded from original, or you're actually designing, manufacturing, and engineering your own homemade, handmade filters that are better than anything that any of the automotive companies are producing out there for cars. But there's a downside to that, and it has to do with math again, and surface area and airflow. And this can actually prove, and you can actually read information on this, tells you if you're going in the right direction or not. There's only one car company I know of that designs an air filter that was specifically engineered properly, semi-properly. They had to give and take because of cost and size constraints and everything. And that's the Tesla. Is that the X model? It's the one with the wings, that the vehicle with the Tesla with the ones, the doors that open up like wings. But they have a cabin air filter system on there that has nearly a true HEPA filter in a car as an expensive option, of course. Right up there with ludicrous mode on power, while they have a air filter system that there is ready for a germ warfare. So you expect a video on this to pull out the valves. That'll be the next one, and you'll see a video on this coming up soon.